Oh, I'm having internet issues. And they're the worst kind. Yeah, yeah. Back to server list. Let's see. Let's hope it's around at least a meg. I would love for it to be around a meg, because that's the sweet spot. That's where it always lives. But apparently, dropping to 1 kilobit is acceptable. Brother. Hmm. That's terrible. Terrible news, folks. Wait, 11? You might 9? 9 is bad. 10 is good. 9.5. Okay. Well, I don't know. If you guys complain too much, I'll probably just stop. But I was about to head to bed soon, anyways. I'll probably just do this last bit on stream and then head on, hit the hay, if you will. Head on out. Head on out of here. Okay, well, it does seem a little bit more stable now, which is good. I haven't dropped any more frames since the initial little kerfuffle. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh my god, what is happening to my internet? Did the sharks get the cables again? Is that what happened? How is it so unsteady? And how is my connection to the server not terrible right now? Anyways, here we have, um, what are we on? 2189. Ooh, lag spike. 2189. And on the other side, we have, 2228. So, using a calculator, we can do 2228 minus, I forgot what the other one was. 2189, I think. I don't want to end up underneath these again. 2189, I was right. 2189. That's 39 blocks. Running fine from your view, not bad quality or nothing? Yeah, that's fine, but every now and again I'm looking at OBS and it tells me that it's streaming at 9 kilobit per second, and that is terrible. Not 9,000, not 10,000 kilobit, which is what I'm supposed to get. 9 kilobit per second. So, dude, I'm fairly certain that even, whatchamacallit, dial-up was not as bad, but what would I know, right? I'm just a guy. Just a guy. Alright, so you need to math this out, and I'm probably headed to bed. I'm tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. Okay, whoop. Let's get this. Come on. Just there we go. Okay, it's gonna be like that. There we go. Let's also just get rid of this. All of this can go. Definitely one of the times of all time. But there's what, 39 blocks this way. So I need to go from the midpoint. I need to go how many blocks? Half of 39 minus 1, so 38, which is 16? No. 8 would make 16. 19 would make 38. I need to go 19 across and going this way then, because I want it to be in the middle. Let's just go from here. F3. 5507 is this block right here. Looking at, what am I looking at? Where is my looking at, that being said? Targeted block. 5507. Okay. Excellent. Fixed, unsure. But it seems to be behaving for now. It briefly dips every now and again, and for that all I can do is apologize. There's looking at 602. You know, I should have written that one down, but here's what I'll do. 5602 minus, let's go see, 5507, was it? Yeah, I remembered as I was flying. 5507, which is 95 blocks. So, at how many blocks? 45 would make 90 plus 2? 47? So 5507 plus 47 blocks that way? Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. 5507 plus 47, just so I have it and I don't have to remember it. 55, 54. 55, 54 is 45. 54 is right here. Okay, it's right in front of shade. 1, 2, 3. And at this point, I would like to go how many across? 19 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I do believe this is 20 in total, and when I do subtractions from the middle, it would be one less block than I think it would be. But if I am smart about this, I should be able to just block this down here and trial and error my way out of this. So you do this. You go here. You go connect. And we go to the other side. And of course there's no hitbox on this side. I remember we were trolling Shade okay. I remember trolling Shade pretty hard because he has stripped oak or stripped wood in his build, and you could just right click it with ingots and it'll just turn into, you know, casings. And he was not too happy about it, but now that he isn't on or hasn't been on in a while, I'm tempted to do it like everywhere. Holy 9 FPS. Yeah, it does that sometimes. I don't know. It's a laptop 3060. It's like bad. Oh. Okay, this is going in the Discord right now. Hold on. Timeout. Can I please take a game? Can we pause? Can we time out for a second? I need to take a screenshot. Timeout. This is happening midstream. Literally as I'm talking, I'm clicking a screenshot. It didn't notify. There's the notification. Don't worry, Windows notification listeners. That was me. There we go. Image.png is now uploaded to the Discord. In the middle of my Minecraft build, it's like, hey, psst, hey, buddy, hey, you update Steam right now? No, I do not. Please. I just want to play the damn game. Also, yes, it does seem like I'm a block over. So yeah, it could have been Steam downloading a package. I'll go back a block. There we go. And let's try that again. I don't need to fly, it's right here. But yeah, that was a Steam update notification. Literally, as we were talking about, hey, you know, sometimes I hate it when it happens, but sometimes Steam is just like running in the background and it doesn't tell you it is, but it for sure is. And Steam was like, wouldn't it be funny if I do that exact thing? That they said they hated. Okay, cool. Anyways. Ow. Okay, well, damn. I don't need to fly. I have a staircase going up. Train tracks? Train tracks who? I can just walk right on through them. Like they don't even exist. Alright, that's it. Let's look at this. Does this look equal? This looks actually equal. This looks a whole lot better than it was a second ago. Okay, well, at least the turns are good. What's this little... What's this about? But you miss creative flight right now? You'd be surprised, actually. Um, I mean, sure, for like building over here and stuff, yeah. But you know what I can do about that? Yeah, here's the 7 FPS as I load all of my factory in. Frequently when I'm recording here, I just sort of stand here and just wait. I just wait for everything to be done, processing, loading in, and whatnot. And yeah, now it's like 20 FPS, which is at least manageable. A little bit more than whatever I had earlier. Ah, yes. Hmm. Snow. I have none. Powdered snow. I wonder if Matter has any snow. But if you haven't put two together just yet, I am going to be using a powdered cast. I need a PC upgrade. I'm saving up for it, I promise. Um, but my life has, for the past many years, has just been in a constant and consistent state of flux. I was in university in a completely different country, so I couldn't move with the PC as easily because, you know, taking a PC on a plane is kind of sketch. And now that I work from home, having a decent PC is like, I mean, yeah, this PC can do more than what I need it to do. So yeah, I got it more for like 3D renderings and like design work more than anything. But now that I play video games, and hey, listen, I honestly would have never thought Minecraft would be this demanding, even if it's just like just plain old create, not even a whole lot of crap. It's just literally just mostly create, and it still just does it. Oh, I wonder if Matter has any snow. By the way, I'm just being a little bit of a goober. I just want to see if he has any snow. Snow? No. Okay, nearest snowy mountain is off that way, I think. Checking the map is always the best idea in this case. Um, Matter has a strip of calcite and no snow, right? Stony Peaks, yeah, that's probably diorite. There's a little bit of snow there. A little bit of snow there. What is that? Oh, that's probably why. Where is snow? Well, yeah, I do need a PC upgrade. It's in the works. It's not quite in the works in the sense that I'm ready for it. It's just, I know I do. It's on the list of things I need to do. Currently, outside of spending money on things like Epidemic Sound and just like, um, you know, spending money with friends and family. But like, I sponsored a lot of food while I was on vacation in Chicago, and now that was nice. I was spending YouTube money there, but um, having the endless hours of troubleshooting, still haven't found the expensive PCs doing all kind of funny things. On Black Friday, hopefully get a new one cheaper. Mind you, you made this in February. Oh, that's Oh. Oh, lovely. Oh, great. Oh, wow. Oh, hello. Exactly what I wanted. Um, can I not just get regular old snow? Thank you. In case I was from Chicago? No, I'm not from Chicago. I was on vacation in Chicago. Also, hello, Braxton. I don't recognize that name, so I reckon you're a first-time chatter. Oh, I'm destroying powdered snow right now. Hold on. The bluer stuff is powdered snow. That's normal snow. That's normal snow. That's normal snow. I bet Shade doesn't mind him hauling out a portion of his island. Or is it somebody else? I think this was RT's island. Whatever. They can deal with it later. Rex and Wire. I don't know. The name does not ring a bell, so I apologize if I'm misremembering. Imagine you're a train. Oh, that's pretty smooth. Although you'd be coming out the opposite way, so you'd be going this way, down the tunnel, through the tunnel, up and out past a little spoiler area here, and then hang a right turn, go all the way around. Hold on. I just need to, wait, that's not the one. That's the one. Hang, alright. Go all the way here. And then end up on the right side of this track. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be lagging soon because I'm gonna be loading in my factory. You have been warned. But you would end up all the way here. Ignore this little hiccup here. You would go down this way. This has to move towards the left a little bit. You'd end up going this way. Going all the way around the island. Just to get over here. And as you're flying down, I'm gonna lag a little bit as I load matter. Oh, Y is here. Hey, Y. You'd go here. End up over here. End up over there. Go all the way around. Go here. Go here. Go here. Go here. And then hook a right turn. And end up going this way. Isn't that a fun little Clover interchange? That's why I'm calling it Project Clover. Okay. I am recognizing the fact that this turnaround is disappointing on many accounts. So, now that this portion is fixed, I think I promise this time it's the actual one of the last things I will do. I think I'll respond. I'm not from Chicago, no. But Chicago is a nice place to be, I'll admit. Um, ooh, I thought I was on the train line. I might as well also make a group in case Y is interested in joining. Why? Let's join. Right, I just realized there is no music playing. Hold on. Let's fix that. Epidemic sound. Please come back. My internet is behaving again. Perfect. Hello, Aztec. Wait a minute, this has to be this way because that's the last flat spot, I reckon. And also because it's symmetric to this side. Ooh, this turnaround is torturous in that case. Hold on. And that's on an incline too. Wait. So this turn would need to be much, much wider. It would probably clip Matter's bridge in this case. Now I'm suddenly actually contemplating getting the split from... Wait, that's not what I want. That's also not what I want. That's also not what I want. I want this. Yeah. I'm actually seriously contemplating taking this and just hugging this as I come up and loop around the mountain to attach back into like a train line over here that splits off, like diverges out over here and then goes around the mountain this way and down into there. Basically raise this up to like that point, yeah, somewhere here, and then loop it around. Because this looks a little bit terrible. As you can see, only the best of aesthetics. Can you look at how nice that train bridge is? The best train bridge you've ever seen. Never seen nothing like it. Okay, well, so long, Space Cowboy. Or whatever. Hey, who said the leaves of the clover need to be all symmetrical, right? There's no rules. The only rules that... Wait a minute. You ate my pickaxe. I was trying to be motivational or something. The only rules you gotta follow are the ones you lay out for yourself. And I'm deciding that symmetry, although nice, is... we'll be fine if we're missing a singular point somewhere. Okay, cool. That being said, I do need a refill on rockets, so I might as well fly on over to Giselle's. Yep, 3 FPS. Cool. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Also, this is a lot of exposed TNT for, you know, a shop with no door. It's oddly concerning. You know what? If he ain't concerned, I ain't concerned. 18 diamonds. How many diamonds should I spend? How many? 3 for... So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that okay? I need 18 diamonds for this purchase. Sure. Boop. And rocket box. What's the optimal way to do this? Hold on. Is it to just chuck all of these on the ground and then... I think I have an idea, yeah. Let's just do this, do that, and then have an empty shulker box at the ready, and then just... Yep, easy shulker boxes, once again, making life a whole lot easier. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, a full shulker box of rockets. Rocket box. Thank you, J-Man. Let's fly away. Also, you should totally go check out Y's stream, or sorry, Y's video. He's just uploaded it. But of course, you should do that after. But of course, you should do that after I'm done streaming. Also, I love how every single time I load my base it lags. Okay. Go here. How far into RT's wall can I dig? Pretty decent amount, I think. I think the track will want to end up somewhere here. Please don't hit me, train. Okay, cool. I'm in the clear. Well in the clear. Okay. I have ideas. Silk Touch, Efficiency, Fortune 3. That's RT's backup pickaxe that he gave me on day 2. I still carry it around because I said I'd be responsible with it. Also, Snux, I'm not sure if you're still here, but I was going on a little bit of a tangent, if you will, about companies and their ethics and how, unfortunately, supporting even the most benign of companies means you end up making questionable ethical choices. And that's why my internet went out. That's what I was trying to get at earlier. All right, you know what? I can consolidate some of this mess. I don't need like 7 different stacks of track. And this guy can stay on a hotbar. The dried cast I wanted to put in a hole somewhere. May as well just do that. Like, oh no, right here. Sure. I don't even have a water bucket. You know what? No. I should do it right here while I can just come back and tend to it because it's right here. Do I have bucket? Just laying around somewhere, by chance, on accident maybe. Just a little bit of lag for me. I've right-clicked this barrel already. There we go. There we go. Right-clicking the barrel again. Hold on. It's thinking. The internet is thinking real hard about this. There we go. I've right-clicked it again. Okay, cool. It's catching up. You'll forget that there? No, I can't. It'll keep making noise and it doesn't fly more than 32. Oh, wait a minute. I have water right here in front of my base. What am I doing? I need an official way to get up here. Also, hello, Colton Rise. Colton Rise. Colton Rise. Did I say that right? Colton Rise. Yay! A little guy. Okay. Well, the trains are going to be tall. So... Should I just take digger? Should I just take the digger train out? Yes, I'm Leprechaun in the DC. Lamau. Alright. That's a lot of words that I can't actually assign meaning to. Is it at the same Y height? No, it is not. I gotta go a couple blocks higher. You know those. Is this a flat piece of track? It sure is. Okay, this is the Y height I'm looking for. And this does mean that RT's terrain has to be modified ever so slightly. But I did ask him if he wanted his terrain modified, and at some point he said he'd have a cellar down here. But since RT hasn't logged on in oh so long, and oh how I miss RT. But since he's not here, I get to do this. Also, yes, I'm insta-mining without haste. That's because Y was gracious enough and gifted me, or I basically bought it from him, but he enchanted for me a efficiency 6 pickaxe, which is neat. Makes digging stuff out like this pretty straightforward, actually. I sound like a stone generator right now. Okay, okay. How far are we thinking? I think it should go off on a little bit of a curve and then end up over here. It should diverge. Basically an equal amount. Okay, I can probably take the big train through it at some point. Right now, though, God, I hate gravel. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. That's the wrong pickaxe. Oh wow. Splendid. Splendid. Exactly what I wanted today. To be stuck in a gravel pit. Okay. Okay. How are we doing on progress here? Train tracks. I have none. It's because they're all in a shulker box. Whoops. Okay, let's just toss all of these out. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Don't need any of that. Gotta be real careful as I go closer and closer to the main track here, because deleting even a singular section of that would be painful. Now I'm looking at the little outlines before I delete a track. And that's the last track I can delete successfully. Okay, now... Okay, that's not what I want. I want to do that. The last flat piece of track is here. It goes out this much. I need another track width right here. Plus a little extra. That's the silk touch. That's fortune. That's the other fortune. Okay. So... another track width plus a couple extra blocks. Come in right up. I'll just take damage from. I love when I randomly just take damage. Okay, well, I can shape this wall much better later. That's self-touch again. This is the one I'm looking for. But I do need a couple extra blocks of space, and I'd rather dig out the section I'm working with right now and then, you know, terrain it later. I'm no... terrain expert, but, you know, I try. So this would end up connecting into right here. Perfect. Is it just me, or do they look wonktastic? What? Huh? They look different. That's not centered. Is that because I'm going a block too far away? No, that should be it. Oh. Huh. Oops. That's actually on me, frankly. The sleep brain is getting to me. Let's just do this. This block is important. It's actually supposed to be here. Okay. Cool. Is that right? That is right. Okay. That being said, I could go further. Since I am going... How many blocks out? I'm going one block out every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks. So like that's correct. I could just go out another 7 blocks. Or 14 blocks rather, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-ish. Go another block over. And then connect these up. And it would still look somewhat okay, I imagine. So I would just be taking this curve further. Something like that. It needs to either go a little bit more to the left or be a little bit closer. I think I'll overcounted that. Here maybe. Let's try this. And yeah, this is basically what train building amounts to for me. I just end up going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Humming and hawing. Okay, here we go. Hey, that's better. You know what? I'm calling that good enough. Whatever. Actually, quite frankly even, if this train ends up over here, then realistically, I would have it hug the wall a little bit more. So I'm changing my mind once again. Excuse me. Apologies. My apologies. Let's just go here and put it in as close to the wall as possible. While still being like somewhat appreciative of the fact that this is like right here. Okay. So like that maybe? How's that look? And imagine this curve connects up here. That's much more reasonable as like a train curve. And hey, even the mountain itself has like a little area cut out in it just for me to send a train track through it. How nice of the train, or how nice of the mountain to move for me, instead of me having to move it myself. Okay, that's enough train tracks, I imagine. How are we doing? You're going here. You go here. Where are we going? We're going basically to over there. However, covering that slope would be treacherous, so I'm thinking we come down to like here-ish and then there-ish. So I think I'll go down by a couple blocks here. Couple blocks down. Done. Slope too steep. Oh, you. Oh. Literally a little too steep. Okay. Well, how about now? I was holding down control, so I hope this train curve makes sense. No it doesn't. Hello. Okay, well, turns out it has chosen to be silly instead. Which, I mean, I'm not against being silly, but just in this case, maybe I would have preferred it if it wasn't silly. I don't know. Like, this is effective for trains. This is a cliff. It just drops right off. Okay, so this was the flat spot. It's concerning. Let's take this a couple blocks at a time. But every single turn I make will end up in like that. So maybe I do this and then I don't know, I take it down to like here maybe. That's still too steep. What the hell? Okay. It's too steep going this way, so it's got to go further that way in that case. And I go here. And hey, it does seem like I'm lining up pretty well with that, so I could just hook into that point there at some point. Speaking of points, I'm losing them. Let's go here, boop, and go back. Where, oh where can I? So you can do that, but to do that, you'd end up over here. Huh. What if I just, you know, line this up and go... Am I in line with that? No, I'm like a block off. Or am I in line with that? Hold on, this is math happening right here and right now. I may or may not be in line with that. Signs. There's only two possibilities. I'm either in line with it or I'm not. Great. Excellent. Splendid. So what I want to do then is, instead of bringing this down as a straight curve, I would like it to be, or as a straight curve. That was a bit of an oxymoron there. I would like this to be done in two sections, where there's a straight descent and then one that goes that way. This is very clearly just not having a good time. Yeah, I'm leaving train tracks underneath, like in the surface. I don't really care. Sue me or something. So what? This would end up somewhere here, I guess. Slope too steep. Okay, well, I guess we pillar out. How about now? Slope too steep. Well, I guess what they're trying to say is the radius is a little too tight. There we go. How about now? You can connect. How does that look for a train bridge? Better than anything else so far. Now the real question is, can this be tucked in closer to the mountain? Yes, but I don't want to do that. So, next up, I would like to take this on a little bit of a journey. But first, it is time to take a sleep. No more rain, please. Thank you. Alright. Let's let's just head on out. You go here, and I would like you to be facing this way. So the closest I can do that is here, no, here, no, here, no, here, no. It's literally over here. Okay, well, let's just do that. A little bit of a flat spot in the track. That's quite alright, because it's going to go on a treacherous descent to join up with that guy there. So now, I would like a refund on all of my girders, but I do have a few spares, so not too mad about it. Just do that, get rid of that, get rid of that. An hour and 40 minutes following this. I don't know. I guess, yeah. It's pretty cool. Keep it as a keepsake. A trophy, even. Alright. Here's what we're doing. We're taking this train track all the way down there. Exactly like this, but attaching it over there instead. I swear on my life that I deploy my wings. But I guess not. Promise if this is too far, I will... Can I create sloped S-bends? Can I create sloped S-bends? Can only turn up to 90 degrees. Where does this land? Wait, I should be able to use FreeCam for this. Aha, right here. So... in the grand scheme of things, I would like it to be... Am I in the right spot? Again, this is a cheeky little thing you can do with FreeCam. It doesn't actually place the blocks, but I am a block away. If I put this here, and this is where it can connect. Right. A little bit of lag spike. Okay, so I would like it to connect up into this guy. So I'm just gonna go out here, a couple blocks, build up, and that's where I'm hoping to attach to. So I should realistically keep that in mind. So that is the block. That is the block where it attaches to. So it'll attach to here. So it'll attach to here. So it'll attach to here. And here. And here, right? Yep, cool. Just making sure, you know? Because it's on these guys that I have to connect that track. Okay, I have enough. That's the other track. Let's just do this. Let's just go out a decent amount. Make a nice smooth curve on any one of these. That goes this way. Cool. And then pick these up together. Except I should have been holding girders. Is that? Ay, ay, ay. Game, am I not allowed to? What? We've had this problem in the past. If memory serves me right, relogging fixed it in the past. There we are. Huh. Weird. Hmm. Interesting, even. I have very few words to explain what is happening here. Which is why I'm not saying nothing. Oh, that just fixed itself. Cool. Now we go here. And we go here. Boop. Perfect. And now I can get rid of the other leg that is unnecessary. Oh boy. I am just realizing that I have to individually get rid of every single metal girder in that jazz. Okay. Well. Suddenly I regret certain things, but this ain't no time to live a life of regret. Alright, I guess this is the last thing I'm doing on stream today. A little bit shorter than the usual stream, but hey, in all fairness, I was busy. I was hanging out with a friend. And we don't get to do that often. Okay. Well, I might as well just clean this up as well while I'm here. By making a bigger mess trying to get up on top. Bro. Lame. Zydron, you should be joining us. You should have been here. You should have been... Come on, bro. Talking a lot of smack. How you been, bro? Cleanup time. Also, how long have you just been lurking out there? Oh. You know, Zydron, inspiration comes and inspiration goes, but you got what stays is you, and you know you gotta be happy with what you make. And I know you were briefly like mentioning how you didn't like what you were making, and looking through packs and then close curve for just been watching. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's in part just overwhelming to have so much choice. Where like you could do this thing that everybody else is doing and getting lots of views for example, Stoneblock 4, which like so many people are playing. But again, I played Stoneblock 3. How different can a new Stoneblock be? And if it's really different, I'll get to it eventually. I wasn't the first person to jump on the ATM10 bandwagon. If I want to play it, I'll play it eventually. But I need to be in the right mood to do it. What I wanted to do right now is make noodles in the sky of train tracks and connect the entire island together. But yeah, I've only done a quarter of the work so far. And I'm yet to build any other bridges. That's gonna be a next stream problem. Everything just feels the same right now. Yeah, that's why when I had the opportunity to, I got together with Matter and was like, yo, we should make this happen. Because I know that he was just getting done with his .SMP stuff, and Y was getting... Oh, they are fun. And Y was just done with one of his... Or Y was in a long-term Create Let's Play world. And a couple other folks from SMP were in here too. And like... I'm not sure if you kept up with the series at all or watched the episodes, but like this... Ow. I thought I'd make that. This is RT's base, and RT hasn't been on in a while. He's given me permission to, you know, gut it and basically turn it into an extension of my base. And oh my god, you're here! Hello, Happy Cast. Yeah, it's just having the people around you to, you know, give you ideas and just do fun things with, sort of keeps me going, to be honest. It's why I had so much fun while playing ATM 10, is because I would frequently just talk to the audience. Be like, yo, tell me what you want me to do next. And I would just genuinely go and do that. Also, Lava Train. It's a little cursed looking. I haven't built a new one yet. And if and when I do, schematics will be available to patrons. Actually, I've been thinking about that. I might just do, like, supporter tier live streams. That's a new sound I haven't heard before. What are you? What is that sound? Just heard like a scraping, scratchy sound. What? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. But yeah, let's assume you're a train. You end up... Oh, it's you. Strange. Right. And yeah, getting back to what I was saying, there's only so much automation, and you were here for Money Factory, or I think you left Money Factory pretty soon. I did play another episode with the Money Factory, and then I realized that it is just, at the end of the day, another automation game. It's just, you do the next thing, and you do the next thing, and you do the next thing, you make the next machine, and you make the next machine, and that's pretty much the pack. And I'll be the first to admit that, yes, that is gratifying. You probably stream it and not record. That's a-okay, buddy. Again, as long as you're here and you're having fun, that's what I wanted. Because like this is what is fun to me, really. Like that is my build style. My ATM 10 base was a departure from what I usually do. Like that's the kelp farm. That's my starter house in like 2 FPS. Hold on, I'm loading all of my factory right now. Give it a moment. It'll fix itself. Let me just stop moving briefly. There we go. It's fixed. Okay. But and this is what I like to build usually. And the ATM 10 just wasn't the right type of thing, because you never really know how much space you're gonna need for something. Except in the Create mod, you can just, you know, start building and figure things out as they go. And one can argue that it's Minecraft and you can do the same for ATM 10, but I don't know. For factory-based things, it's much easier to have a base that is modular enough that you can expand on it. But for Create, in this case, I think just having a big roof that you can put all your machines under is good, but not good for lag reasons. That is for sure. Everyone who goes by is like, dude, you gotta turn some things off. And that is, I guess, true. I should turn some things off. When we do a reset / next season, we were recently thinking about upgrading to Create 6.0.7, and that brings a whole lot of new changes, but one of the mods that is pretty fundamental to how we're playing, which is mixed casings, ended up being incompatible. And then we were also just having like issues in general around getting this up to speed on 6.0.7, but we did add like a whole bunch of macaw stuff to it, into the pack. That's something. But when will we do a reset? I think when Create Steam and Rails comes out and we are done with a decent chunk of our islands. So I don't know, Zydron, if you've kept up with what's happening, but We've chosen islands. I found this seed that had this really cool island in the middle, surrounded by a bunch of other islands. The actual spawn is over here. We just moved world spawn to this island here. And we started off on this beach here and sort of went out and around, and slowly someone's taken this island, someone's taken this island. Matter's already on this island. Y's on this half of this island, I'm on this half of the island. And somebody else is here, somebody else is so on and so forth. And Stock is like somewhere down here. Or down here maybe, I don't know. So we're going to have trains going all the way around and have our shopping district in the middle. And yeah, once we're done with like the infrastructure and the building, once we are satisfied with what this world wanted to achieve, I think, yeah, in all fairness, you can still just start. It's pretty late. I don't expect anybody to be watching this far into the stream. So Zydrin, if you want, I'll show you a little spoiler if you drop a message in the chat, just so I know you're here. I don't want to spoil something for nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, imagine you're a train. You're driving on the right side of the road. So we drive on the right. We drive on the right. We drive on the right. And we keep driving on the right. And we keep driving on the right. And we keep driving on the right. And we keep driving. Oop, out of rockets. And then you end up on this guy, and then you end up doing like loops all around the island, exactly like this. So that's why it's called Project Clover. Oh yeah, we love when the create mod just does this randomly. This is something that crashes Sodium usually. It also just goes away if you reload the chunks, so that's fine. But to not give too much information away, this is someone new. This is someone who's not played this is someone who's like literally never done anything create mod related ever. So this is what they built, and this is their first ever like foray into create mod. I'm gonna have to let them know that they're a little too close to the train tracks, so that's something. But yeah, keep your peepers peeped, and I think Y's latest video does spoil this, but yeah. You're still welcome to just jump on in and get started. We have more than enough space on our starter island to accommodate a couple more people if you just want to grind out some builds, some pretty looking things, add to our infrastructure, anything. But dude, we've done so much to this world. This entire beach was like Swiss cheese. There's so many holes in this beach. We filled it all in. This is all custom terrain actually. If I free cam down, you can see it's all layers and layers of cobblestone and sand and stuff like that. Just carpeted over the ground. Because the actual beach used to look like this. This is what the beach used to look like. Like, it was literally full of just holes like this. And we just decided that it doesn't look right. And we just decided, and it was mostly J-Man. Word of getting involved this late and dedicating time to something for a restart to sneak up on us? No. Buddy, I promise that even Matter, who is the first person to venture out and actually build his bridge, I can show you Matter's bridge actually, that's not spoilers at all. Matter's previous video was this bridge. And yeah, he's the first person to actually venture out onto his own like island. And we still have unoccupied islands, to be fair. And even then, like, his entire plan is to have a whole lot of industry on his island, and yeah, he's covered like what, 6%, I'd say, approximately. But yeah, that's too many spoilers for one video, one live stream, whatever. Ooh, can I hop on the train? I could. This is as fast as the train goes. Hold on. It does stop here, though. What am I rushing about? It's gonna come around town. It looks a little bit cursed. The wagon is a little too long. This weighs a little too much. I might break it up into 2 pieces just so I can do that. But I promise we are not restarting anytime soon. We plan on playing this for at least about 8 to 10 months more, maybe a full year, if we don't build at too quick a pace. technically the average pacing for our that free cam doesn't quite follow me. Okay, the pacing for our videos has become one video a week because actually putting creative effort into a video is a whole lot more complicated than just throwing down a bunch of machines and talking through the process of the recipe you're trying to automate. So yeah, it's somewhat gratifying in my opinion. Who just, okay, this is causing my computer and internet connection to not have a good time. I'm just gonna jump off. Okay, yeah, we're back. I can't stream and load all the chunks all at once. Also, yay, visual discrepancies. Let's just reload chunks. Perfect, it's gone now. But no, don't be worried about getting involved, dude. I feel like that's a self-imposed limitation, if that makes any sense. Of course, you are already in the Discord, I reckon. You should just ask. There's no harm in asking. Given that you've already been included like a couple times in the past, I see no reason for anybody to say no. And if you're okay with actually committing to, even just live streaming it, then I don't care. I'd be down. I'd be more than happy to have you. And in my opinion, sometimes when you just end up going through a bunch of stuff really quickly all the time, taking it slow helps. And I'm enjoying this pace. Like, build a building here for a specific reason, even though it's mostly empty. You can fill it up later, dude. There's no rush. Although next stream I do want to texture all this. This is terrible. Yeah, we have so many plans and so much time. It's fine. How about this? I'll shoot you a Discord invite to the MakeShift SMP, and I guess I can have a chat with everybody else about it. But I'll invite you nonetheless, just so you're in the know about it. But also, folks, in general, I think that is pretty much where I'm gonna wrap this one up. This was, in all fairness, a pretty easy task. It shouldn't have been too difficult, but actually, okay, I still don't like how sharp this line is. I might change it later, but again, dude, come on, this is getting a little much. Like, I want this to be a nice, even curve. I might plan this out more, have it all nice and smooth like this. That is exactly... I did read it. I'm not going to read it out loud. But that is exactly the reason I pushed for it to be the type of pack that it is. It's mostly just create. Not just create the mod pack with the other YouTubers. It's just the create mod and a few additions. Like, there's garnish, there's like macaws. You can make pretty looking things. Yeah. That's it. That's all we wanted. We just wanted a little break from, just grinding out videos. Because in this video, I'm going to automate this. Yeah, that got a little bit much. Mr. Zombert, meet the Diamond Sword. Goodbye. I would... Ooh. Zombie head. I would like to see what it looks like from my little lookout over here. Would it make sense for a lighthouse to be on the inside of a train line? I don't know, maybe? Would you be mad if I said I could tell? It's because you started doing the same thing over and over again, where you for your entire ATM10 series, you were methodical with where you put your builds. You had plans for floors, and you did a bunch of stuff. And then near the end for what was it again? Industry, what? Machine industry? Industrial? No, what was it? What was the name of the baby Greg Tech mod? Modular industrialization? Well, modern industrialization. Yeah, that one. I feel like you built that big building, and then it was a bunch of single blocks and a bunch of multi blocks, and then you just started cramming everything into whatever space you found. Although I loved your Nether Star generators, that is something I was so jealous of because you managed to cram them all and make them look nice. Something I still remember. Well, yeah, it's definitely like the long haul type of thing, and I feel like that's a you gotta pace yourself with that. It's not something you can do ATM 10 with, which is why it's been made. Um, Although I should be doing this, which is why it's been made optional with Create, and Create 6 was released. I also remember you had like a nice B setup, and then it all just ended up in your basement. And like, yeah, there's something to be said about having temporary setups. Like I have so many. Like I have chests laying around. Like my flying gas is just somewhere. I don't even know. Then there's a bunch of temporary blocks, but like it's all temporary. It's got to move. But the thing about Greg, like Greg-esque mods in general, is the fact that everything is temporary. Eventually, it's all going to be torn down, and that's oddly cathartic. But at the same time, if you're not in the mood for that type of grind, then you'll never do that type of grind. If you view something you put in the world as semi-permanent, or even... Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I was watching your ATM 10 series like a hawk. I used to sit at my computer and be like, oh my god, it was a Zydron upload, and you built a huge cube with the Ender Dragon on top, and... I remember that. That was also nice. The ore wall thing. Also, talking to you about having temporary stuff laying around has just inspired me to clean up just a tiny bit. A random barrel of dirt and stuff. Can I fly with this? I sure can. Okay. Ow. But yeah, I feel like directed mod packs like that remove a lot from your ability to tell a story. Or make something for... Oh yeah, I remember. We had discourse going. Well, but like, having a guided experience, if you will. Let's just call it what it is. It's a guided experience. I should not put train tracks there. I usually throw train tracks away because Ooh, who's a big guy? This guy is... You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, 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 round. Okay, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, about Greg Tech, like if you're not, like Giselle is that kind of guy. He will literally just sit down and play Greg for like a few hours at a time, and have big bases coming along. Meanwhile, like... we're out here like confused as to why nothing's working and why we're stuck in this phase and all that stuff. Like at the same time, he's him, and he's done this a lot, and we haven't, and we weren't ready for that type of grind, and that's okay. Like, I don't know. I find something is lost when I close my mind like that. Like, hey, I failed at this because I didn't complete it. No, you tried. Trying is worth something. And even if it was just an attempt, at least you tried. That's how I view it. Alright, all these can live in here. I don't really care about all this stuff. Oh, I had extra blaze burners. That's crazy. Alright, sword. Just despawn. I don't care about you. Copper casings, whatever. What else? Coal ore, sure. Well, anvil. I do need a secondary anvil. This one's almost dead. Okay. Ooh, building inspectors. I just got rid of an ominous bottle. Yeah, I saw you do the... I could hear it in your... Oh, this guy has multi-shot on it. I could hear it in your voice where you were like so done when you built the big ship. That was a cool ship. The Star Destroyer, was it? Imperial Star Destroyer? But like... Yeah, these were going in the other storage. Yeah, there's only so many times you can keep trying the same thing over and over again, right? It's the beating your head against a wall equivalent of beating a dead horse, I guess. Like if you lose the spark, it's done. And that's another thing, like having the expectation of like, yeah, I'm gonna build it, and then not having the resources to build it, and then convincing yourself to do it regardless because you want to, and then still not having the stuff, and then having your computer fill up and having to restart or like continue from like halfway point or something happened where you couldn't record the entire thing. I think it was your did you lose power or lose storage space? One of those two things. So it all just detracts from your ability to enjoy the thing. And to me, it's about enjoying the thing, right? The entire point of Minecraft is to, well, mine and craft. And if you can't do those things and have fun, then this is not the game you should be playing. I don't need anything else in this chest. I could just... Oop. Okay, cool. Cleanup complete. Sorted. Other clips corrupted. Yeah, that's horrifying. Yeah, the replay mod is a silent killer in my opinion. It just sort of hogs up memory. Like quietly in the background, it'll just keep processing. So many heads. All the heads. And yeah, that's I guess that's the succinct way of putting it, where you were forcing it but you had lost interest. And I don't know, this is not relationship advice, but like if you imagine it was with the person you loved, right? Okay, we were listening to romantic big band jazz, and I'm talking about romantic relationships. But imagine it was the person you loved, and you had lost interest, but you kept forcing yourself because in your mind it's the right thing to do. How horrifying of an existence must that be? Yeah, here we are sometimes putting ourselves through games that we don't enjoy playing because, well, it's the right thing to do because we should do it. And you know, that mentality has its time and its place. Like sometimes the right thing to do is to push through, but not when your enjoyment is at stake. Not when it's literally causing you discomfort. And taking away from your ability to enjoy making. Making is so essential to the human experience that like even cavemen did it. Cavemen were bored and they traced the outlines of their hands in the caves because they're gonna make something. So forcing yourself to do that is bad. It just happens. But yeah, after stream ends, which is like in another couple minutes here, I'm sort of talking in circles and I'm extremely tired because it's 2:30 a.m. It's almost bedtime for me. Yeah, I'll shoot you an invite and we can keep talking there. But hey, the door's always open, man. You should come hang out, come have a good time. Yes, we've made a lot of progress. Yes, there's a lot of automation, but it's the create mod and there's plenty of ways to do things and you can just do the silly things or the real things or the more serious things. We don't care. As long as you just do them your way. Because there is no quest line. There is nothing to tell you what to do. Would you like your build to have red stained glass? Sure. Do it. I mean, building is never like the thing. there's nothing holding you back from building, but like, I think I think I'm struggling to put into words what I'm trying to say, but I think you understand. And that's hooking back into the guided experience side of things, where, and a mod pack like All the Mods 10 basically tells you, here's what you have to do to consider yourself having beaten the game. To be good at the game, this is what you must complete. You must make these 9 items, or was it 10 items? No, it was 9 items. You must make these 9 items in sufficient quantities and have enough of the grind mindset to grind all these materials out to do this one thing. This doesn't have that. So one of the first live streams I did was I installed this is our mail network and also our chain conveyor network, so you can get from point A to point B without an elytra. It's early game, we didn't have that luxury. It helps everybody, but in the grand scheme of things, it helps nobody. This is nobody's factory. Oh, you saw the video? Dude, that makes me smile, actually. Like, I'm smiling ear to ear right now. That's nice to hear. But yeah, I think this is the end of the stream, actually. It's bedtime for me, and I'm also now talking in circles. I did what I wanted to do today. And again, it's the healthy thing to do, is to just be like, yep, this is what I wanted to do, and it's done now. Once again, I've already flown it once. Distant Horizons, please do your thing. Please give me the chunks. Thank you. Okay, yeah, this train line right here. I'm still unsure about how I feel about this curve. I might bring in Y for this. Yeah, John had that 24-hour stream or something, right? I didn't get a chance to look at it. I just had a busy weekend. Do I see him on the map? I do not. Oh yeah, he's probably drilling tunnels. But yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen the Y Plays Create or Y Plays MC video for our Nether Hub. Actually, I have not even shown it on stream yet, which I should do. But like, this is one of those things you just gotta experience for yourself. Hold on, I just enabled shaders. It's taking a second. There is literally no rules. Do whatever, man. I think he's out that way. Do I see him on the map at all? Nah, he's just been out digging. How far is he going? Is he taking China? What? It's a shame Create has so many moving components because I'd love to play with shaders on, but my computer simply cannot handle it. Hello, I'm right here.
Where you at? There you are. Hello.
Oh, hello. Can we group up real quick? Cause
Real quick. What's up?
I have question. Out.
I'm in a group. Join it.
Okay, cool. So you see this bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm free camming by the way. So, you see that it has a diagonal curved section?
Uh-huh.
You're flying over it right now.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
I would like it to, maybe if possible hook up directly into the curve over here. But wouldn't that make it a diagonal slope or like a diagonal, like the left turn?
I don't think you can do curved slopes.
Yeah, there's a lot of spline geometry problems with that. There's like actual train simulator games that don't do that.
Well, this looks like a curved slope, so now I'm confused. I don't know.
No, curved S-bends.
S-bends.
Yeah, curved S-bends, because then the spline geometry crosses over itself. And then you have to render each side of the track as its own spline with a convergent middle, which is hard to simulate. It's easier if you just treat the middle of the track as the middle and have concentric rings around it. So like if it's ever curving, it's concentric with the middle. So I wanted this to be not as steep, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It looks a little jarring and I can't quite put my finger on why.
I mean, it's the floating track over the ocean.
I mean the shape, and if you just hit M, this little kink in you're standing at it, this turn, I feel like this turn is a little too immediate.
That's
like for how swooping I've and there was a second track going.
It's a really sharp 45.
Yeah, so maybe pull it back a little bit. Well, like then I can't do a sloped S-bend, so it'll have to be flat. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down though. Okay, the flat part on the top would have to be bigger, and then this would have to move a little further to the left. Okay. And then what about the bit at the top? If I was fly there actually. This thing in my mind's eye has the same problem. If you hit M, there's like an extremely sharp, just 45 left. What? I didn't do that.
Okay.
That must have happened between like relogging or something. But this 45 is also feeling a little too sharp. So what do I just... Oh, goodbye.
I'm here. I'm like,
hello.
Just looking at it.
Yeah. Like, what do?
So once it gets to this height, okay, I would say do a more maximized turn, but like this, I wouldn't do this at all, to be honest. I would get it to the height that you want, like closer to where that's going to be, and then I wouldn't have this curve in at a 45 here. I think this is weird. Oh, it curves in like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's even worse. I thought this was going to go across these. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. And this is... I do not have the time to adequately, like, test it.
No, you don't have to test it. You can just spitball. It's fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't really have time to spitball. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't. I'm
In the
working,
middle of
so,
something. Okay. So initially,
this
if
is
you...
weird. Maybe if you cut back this more, so this wasn't like a curve like this, and it was more like 90.
So
This was a
initially
90
we
and
had...
went that way.
Initially I had, earlier in the stream, done something symmetrical to that one there. Behind you. Like Stock's little offshoot. On the train track. Next to Mattersbridge.
Like right here.
Yeah, with the copper underneath it.
Uh-huh.
I had it coming off of there and then looping around the island, except the loop was just mostly air bridge. And then this 45 looks stupid. Because it has to come in at a 45. And if I make a curve, then it's going to be a really big curve, and it's going to like be visually unappealing because it'll like spawn in, spawn out.
Yeah.
So I could do like...
here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Okay,
that
that's
I would
fine.
get rid of this weird swoop here, and I would do this straight, and then I would have this maybe match up better with that. You could just build up the cliff face more. That would actually help a lot, I think. If you just brought this over, instead of curving back in here, you have a 90 that'll cut in kind of where this track already is right here. If you just remove this curve, remove this.
I get what you mean.
Weirdness. And then just build this out more and then have this match up to where that one is going to be. I don't know how the hell you get it from this height down to there, or maybe you don't. Maybe you drop all this down more.
Yeah, maybe I just... Okay, but the next problem is that everything else is on a curve. The first spot you can attach something to is that track that's shooting off to the right there. So it's either at that height or that height. So I think I'll just stick with the lower thing.
You could just Clover it out over the ocean.
That's what Project Clover is.
Oh, so you were planning to do like a circle, like out
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah.
And then go back up. Well, then yeah, then that's
it's just a big Clover interchange. Okay.
I don't know.
So I can probably go back to what I had earlier with the lower thing. It just... I don't know. I didn't like the shape I had with it. If I worked the shape maybe a little bit more, maybe rearrange the curves a little, it would be further out in the ocean. It could be a little bit taller too.
Yeah. I would say I would try and make the like a wireframe of the cliff face before you do too much with the trains. Trains? No, trains.
And train and terrain.
Yeah, exactly. It's just I'm just being efficient. Definitely. I can't even remember what I was saying. If you wireframe the cliff,
Wireface cliff, yeah.
It might just come to you. That's generally how I do the sort of logistics thing. Because like this looks weird as hell. I would do this before I ever did anything with trains. Like I would fix all of this.
Oh yeah. This is on the to-do list. I do terraining on live stream.
I didn't.
Like it's all floating right now. There's no way I'm doing this type of progress for like episode. But yeah, no, even from down here that looks stupid. You're right.
Okay. I do have to roll.
See ya, buddy.
Thanks
for the insight. I might just roll with what I had initially, with the multiple 90-degree turns and bridges.
All right, I'm gonna take off.
See ya, bud. And there he goes. And he's out of render distance. And you know what, folks? I think that Vi's right. Bringing it up here and trying to shimmy it into the little crack up top and using RT's little cave system might have been a little bit of a mistake. So, with all that being said, I think I'm gonna call it right here. And maybe I do some progress while I'm just hanging around chatting with the boys. Maybe I do a lot of it on stream. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? The only thing I know is that I don't just know yet. That's okay. We'll figure something out. In any case, guys, this has been Case from the MakeShift SMP, and this has been another successful live stream. I'll see you on the other side. Peace out, everybody.